So, hey, welcome everybody to our next GFT Maryland and Baltimore Martial Arts Academy live stream. We've got Professor Kristine and Garcia Junior, Garcia Almeida Junior, and myself, I'm Gary Berger. You guys might notice I'm not in a gi. That's because, well, partners are far and few and hard to find nowadays. Especially if you're married to them, you know. But
Talia is in. Good job, Talia.
Hey, Talia.
Hey.
So I'm working really hard on creating a new platform for everybody to access videos from our school and our academy and our instructors. And you know, all I can say is I'm working on it. I've got something really cool coming. So just keep an eye out, and I'll be making an announcement about that probably in the next couple days. For, I guess, start things off today, I just want to talk a little bit about foam rolling. You guys, you probably recognize this exact one, right? I mean,
You stole this from the gym, Mr. Gary. I'll get the cops on you.
I did. I stole this from the gym.
You even admitted to your crime.
Yeah, I did. You know what? But I'll tell you what. This is a valuable tool for any athlete. A foam roller, that's what they're usually called, foam, although this one's made out of PVC pipe, and it's a little like stronger. It's meant to release or get into the myofascial tissue. Like if you look at your muscles in your body, they're like contained in like a sheath, or think of it as like a plastic bag. And that can get, you can have inflammation, you can have tightness, soreness in your muscles. And when you have something like this and you roll on it, it can help loosen you up. And sometimes there'll be times where you just will be really sore from the day before, and you've got a workout ahead of you. And when you get on something like this, it's almost like having somebody give you a massage. You know, I mean, everybody knows that feeling. It's a great feeling. And, you know, it's cheap. I keep like a couple of them at the school, a couple of them on the mat. If you get to class early, or you know, even if you don't have time to stretch or warm up, at least get on something like this. It can do a lot of good for you. So I just want to demonstrate a couple techniques that you can do with this. So usually, can you guys see me? All right. Usually what I do is I go right from my hip flexor. And I just roll my hip flexor out right here like this. And I just dig really deep into that. And I feel, and it's like if it's sore, that's what I'm going for. And, you know, if you're a beginner at this, you gotta ease into it. But you get your hip flexor on there. Usually I start with that, and then I roll the quad out, and I get the inside of the thigh, and then I'll work on my IT band. You guys still see me in the camera there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now this right here can be really painful, especially if you're sore. All right, so you get your IT band on there, and you roll that out real good. Obviously, you do both legs. Sometimes your shins will be sore. You can get your shins on there. You roll your shins, your arms, your back, your lats. You know, it's really not.
Oh, Darnell, Angela.
Is Darnell there?
Eric. Yeah, all these people are in. I told you.
What's up, guys?
I can't hear you guys.
You can't hear? You can't hear? Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you. I can hear you.
Well, you know, can the rest of the gang hear me? Can you guys go like this if you can hear me? All right, great. All right. I was just talking about foam rolling. You can always go back if you came in late, watch. You guys should really get yourself one of these, especially in today's situation. Everybody's working out at home and doing all kind of fitness routines and whatever, this thing could be your friend. This thing can improve your flexibility, decrease soreness, and increase joint flexibility as well. So I just want to like show you one more product. And that's this. You guys see this right here? You know what that is? It's a big giant coronavirus. No, I'm just joking. All right. This is this does the same thing as this, except it's just like a more precise tool. This is meant for like getting into places that the foam roller can't. A lot of times people aren't aware, but like if your back is tight, or if you're, if you have back pain, sometimes it can be in relation to a muscle that's like in here. Anybody know the name of that muscle that's deep in there that I'm referring to? No?
Your psoas?
What?
Your psoas?
That's exactly right. It's the psoas muscle. And that's a difficult muscle to get to. And if you look at it and how it works, it like connects to your, if I recall, your pelvis, and it can really like create like this like problem with your posture. And if you don't know that that's tight, and you don't know that that's the problem, you're going to be taking medicine. You're going to be maybe doing the wrong exercises, whatever. If you take something like this and just put it on the ground, and you put your psoas on there, now you might be surprised like how sore that is. If you've never gotten attention to that area and all of a sudden you go to it with this, be prepared. It can be rough, but you get into that psoas and you just feel for it. You know what? Mine's really tight right now, and you just really work it. Okay, so like even if you're like traveling on an airplane or going to like California or doing an IBJJF tournament or something like that, and maybe you don't want to bring this in your bag, you can always bring that, right? That's a simple thing. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. I think Professor Kristine and Junior are going to show us, I'm going to guess, passing open guard.
Half guard.
Half guard. Yeah, half guard.
Half guard. That's right.
Yeah.
Half guard. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
all
we
right.
are on a half guard now for probably like a week or two now. We're going to be there for a week or two, so
All right.
everything will be half guard.
All right. Before we go there, did anybody have any questions about myofascial tissue release or any of these things?
I'm already on board with that, guy.
Are you?
Yeah,
Where are you?
Why are you in the dark, though, dude? Why are you in the dark? Why?
I like to be in the dark, if you don't mind.
Yo, stop, bro. That's weird, yo. I know. Why are you in the dark, dude? Yeah, it's like Darth Vader. He loves Darth Vader, so maybe that's why.
Yeah.
What about what's going on over here?
I don't think he likes. Do you like Batman? I don't think he likes Batman. Do you like Batman?
Yes, I like Batman.
Dude, if you do that voice again, that's racism right there. All right.
Why are you talking to me this way?
All right, let's move,
Please,
guys.
check your situation.
Darnell. Let's move, guys. I'll be the first one to show the tech. This is my second favorite pass when I'm in half guard or anybody's half guard. I have two passes that I use. The first one, me and Professor Christina, we recorded these two videos. You can find them on GFTeam. You can find links to that GFTeam on Facebook, or you can just go to Instagram and watch those techniques on Instagram, all right? We're gonna move off. We're gonna do different angles so that you guys can see it. All right. First and foremost, I said in the last video when I showed the technique, when I'm in somebody's half guard, I'm not trying to push myself backwards. Like I'm not trying to, get away from them. I really can't. I have to attach myself to the person if possible. Right? And when I attach myself to the person, I want to start putting pressure right away. All right. So usually when I go, I'll have the person right? One hand under the armpit, and my shoulder will start putting pressure on the face. Right here, right? I go under the head, and I connect my hands, right? And I go with my shoulder, and I stop right here. Now, I get up, my legs are up, so you guys can see my butt is down. Now you guys can see my butt probably. I start walking up a little bit until I feel my knee. Now I'm gonna use my leg that is free to make a hook on top of the person's thigh here. So the whole goal of this position is to really make the person, the whole goal is to really make the person feel uncomfortable. So when I get here, and I start going up, see my leg, if I can go down again, I will, and I'll start grinding under the person's back or the face, whatever it is, right? My knee's free. Now my hook is here, right? And I'll start kicking. My leg is out, look, and I can pass, use my hook, hit, and I pass. Boom, I pick myself, I can turn. Again. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
All right. So hard, under the armpit. All right. So up, walk. My knees straight. I go down again to make sure my shoulder is on the person's neck. Use my hook. Look, when I'm out, I can stay up here and switch. Some people, when they pass, they can do this. And they get up on the near the belly, if you prefer that. I usually don't, because the person will be fighting, so I usually prefer to be here for a little bit, and then I go down and I get the pass. The knee on the belly won't count. Some people will ask, well, but your knee was on the person's belly. But it won't count because my knee is on the mat. So the knee on the belly would only count if I actually get the right position, right? All right, this leg up. If this is here, it doesn't really count. So that's why I said I don't go straight for knee on the belly. I'm not rushing to get points or this position. I'm rushing to, my whole goal was just getting out of the half guard. And usually it is a hard job, you know, because you might really suffer a lot in there. So I'll show one more time. All right, guys. So here, I hope everybody can see it. Look, I hug, hands together. I go up, walk, my knees free. I use my hook. Boom, 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 boom. I'm out, hook, yeah. I went a little bit, boom, pass. Fix my second stone. Like feet here. Always like feet. All right. Thank you, Professor Christina. If you have any question, you can go now. If you need me to show again, I will. If not, Professor Christina will show her pass. Nothing? Okay.
So when it comes to pass and half guard, a lot of the passes that we'll be showing, they all link to each other. So if one's not working, you can go to another. That one's defending, you go back to another. So it's understanding the directions in which you can go. In particular, once you clear your knee, and your knee is no longer between their legs and it's past this point here, you can pass a lot of different ways. You can go to your quarter mount first, or quarter guard first. You can get to the mount. You can use the pass that Junior just showed, or you could also go for a knee cut. I usually do a variation between going to mount, going to just regular side control using what Junior just showed, or going to knee cut. So I'm going to show the knee cut right now. So.
With your part, that's what I'm trying to get for. It's gonna be small for you.
Let's see which is gonna be the best way. So, starting already from hugging the head, right? Hip, walking. This is what I showed last week, right? And so, I get to this position where I'm now in the quarter mat, right? I already cleared the knee. I have my knee to the other side of the body. Focus on the mat here. His body is turned a little bit, okay? Since my knee is out, I will go ahead and get to the middle. Okay, see? Right here in the middle. If my knee were too shallow, I wouldn't be able to do this. You might push it back in. So it's really important that I pulled out my leg as much as I could. And I'll go through all the details first. I just want to give you guys a general idea. So from here, right? Or we can even go from how Junior did, right? Walk up, pull, now you get to here. Now, sometimes I struggle getting my foot clear, right? Sometimes I have a really hard time pulling. No matter how much I drop my weight here, maybe my opponent's a lot bigger than me, stronger, maybe they're actually a bit smaller, but they have a really tight lock here, and my foot is too big and I can't get it out. So in this case, no matter how much I try kicking and pushing here, it just doesn't come out. So I can now just bring my knee to the other side here. I don't even need to drop, or sorry, I don't even need to switch my head to the other side. I can actually put my head exactly where it is, right? And when I'm passing, I see I don't want to pull my leg out when it comes to this side, because the more that I pull, the more it will follow me. So it's really important you see my foot here. I'm actually going to try and push on the top leg here, because that's what's going to open it up. Okay? So I'm going to drop my hip in the hips. See how this one? Not trying to pull. I just drop my hip and I open up the top leg. Very easy. And I can follow back up like here. Stretching here. So we'll use the setup that Junior used for his pass. Under, right, lots of weight forward, dropping the shoulder, right. Also make sure that if you feel like you're gonna be unbalanced, open up your elbow a little bit. So that if he tries rolling to that side, at least I have that. If it's too narrow, maybe I might fall over because I don't have a hand to push with. So I can open up that elbow. I walk forward, I get my knee out. I try to use my foot to take out my leg, but it's really hard for me to do it. He's got strong legs. You know, my foot is just stuck a really bad way. So instead of going here, I place and I cut. Again, look how I don't move my head. I actually keep it here. I want to make sure that the shoulder stays pinned, because now he's like in this twisted position. It's going to be very hard for him to keep following me. So I can actually keep my weight in this direction here. Again, I can place this foot and I just drop my hip. Again, I'm not pulling. I just drop my hip almost like I'm sprawling. And I can use my top foot on the top of his leg to open. Now if it's here, again, I don't want to just open up this way because now his leg's going to come back in, right? So the moment that I get my leg out, I actually want to walk my hips back so that I can make sure that he doesn't bring his leg back in. Again, look, I'm on my toes, I'm secure, and get the pass. Getting it out with the work. You guys like that one? Yeah, I use it quite a bit, depending on how my opponent reacts. If they try pushing me back in, if they try turning the other way, I can go back and forth with a lot of different types of passing. But the ones that we just showed you are actually very high percentage. So you should be, and again, also with jiu-jitsu pass too, if you don't want to go to the knee and belly or the pass with side control, you can also go straight to mount two. It's also an option, especially if you need the points, right? Sometimes you need those 7 points.
So you just go and 10
Yeah.
to 7 points.
But don't rush it. He's really clear on making sure that the foot hooks onto the hip,
On the hip, yeah.
so that the foot doesn't go back in between the legs and the person recovers from guard. So you can not rush that. You can kind of keep it there and then slide it up. Just don't let your foot loose.
It's pretty easy for people to get excited, especially when you're in a position where you feel really stuck and it gave you a lot of trouble to get out. So once you're free, it's like, oh my God, freedom, you know? You gotta still, you know, be aware, oh wait, you know, what if the person's also aware that I'm free now? Or if they were baiting me to not actually get out, or, you know, because there are some people that actually close half guard like I do to just survive. Like I don't really close the half guard to sweep people. I'll be truthful, I don't. If I get a sweep, good. If I close the half guard is when somebody's about to pass my guard. Like I'm going with Professor Kristine and she's like going, and almost passing my guard. I close half guard just so I don't want to give her the pass, right? So when you actually try to pass and they see that they can either get out to your back or have full close guard, like actually that's playing on their game plan, which is to survive and actually getting out of that position. So you gotta be smart on that sense. So make sure make sure the pressure is good. Make sure your hook's on the leg. Make sure you're putting pressure at all moments, you know? So I think it's better with this position, you got to be persistent and also take your time. You know, if you rush, you will get it wrong. And if it doesn't work on the first try, which is, oh, I want to go to the mount, it didn't work. Oh, let me try to use my hook. Oh, it didn't work. Let me just knee slice to the other side. So you have a lot of options.
Yeah.
All right.
Take your time, keep the pressure, don't rush, and don't be afraid to slow down too. Obviously, you don't want to get called for stalling, especially if you're doing this in a tournament. But for as long as you're showing that you are progressing, you'll be fine. So when you're making a little adjustments like opening up an arm or passing a sleeve or a collar, however way you're gripping, these are just all different examples. Or again, for as long as it shows that you're clearly having the intention of progressing your position, you should be fine. You won't get called for stalling. Obviously, it depends on the referee. Also depends on if you're American or your referee is Brazilian. Just kidding. Depends on the patch on your back. But in all seriousness, take your time, and because half guard again, like, can be really good or really, really bad depending on how much you know. Fun fact: when I was a white belt, half guard was known as the stalling guard. Half guard was what people would
50-50.
Yeah, would look at what 50-50 is now. Like, oh, it's not a real guard.
And now it's going from 50-50 to lapel guard.
Yeah. But yeah, so half guard was kind of like, oh, it's just a fad. It's just something that's trendy right now. It's not gonna last. It's not a real guard, and now it's part of everybody's. For the most part, any school you go to, half guard is taught in the fundamentals program. So yeah, it's a really, really important position because it is a transitional type of guard. Some people, this is their main guard. This is all that they play. They only play half guard.
You guys know one.
Specialists,
Eduardo.
Right? So, but do know that, like, the more you know about the half guard, the better it's going to be for you. Even if it's not your main game, you should know enough to not get trapped in it, or know enough that if you are stuck, that you won't stay there for very long, that you can recover, or that if you're on the attacking side, that you can pass, right? They're not going to get stalled out.
Guys, any questions? You can go now. You have time. All the girls are muted, I know, because Darnell is the only one who probably never used Zoom. I can see him. Yeah.
And
but yeah,
if you have any questions too, we can, on any techniques today or anything in general.
Anything in general, yeah. You can email us, text us on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. As you guys see, we're in the gym, so we'll get down here and make a video, send it to you, whatever way. If you feel like you're not comfortable with us now, whatever question you have, you can ask. If not, what's the class, guys?
Sure. Well, hey, if you guys missed the beginning, I made an announcement about a new platform which we'll all be able to go to and access all these videos. In the meantime, you can always go to the website, go to the online classes tab at the top. All of these videos are there. And of course, you can go to JitSeasy. If you don't know about that website, it's a website we actually created, and it's spelled J-I-T easy. So JitSeasy. And you can always go there and just type in an athlete's name, a position. You can type in passing, half guard. Just lots and lots and lots of stuff will come up, including today's video. So, appreciate you guys joining us here today. And, again, if you have any positions, any questions, anything at all, you can always message us. And we'll be happy to help. So,
guys, going with what Mr. Gary said, I just want to really say I miss you guys. We all miss you guys. I hope you guys are safe at home. Everybody's healthy. Number one thing, I wanted to say thank you for the support. I mean, without you guys, there's no school or there's no gym, you know? Without you guys, none of this would be happening. We wouldn't be here trying our best to still provide the services and to still make sure we all connected and, you know. So I really, truly appreciate you guys. Thank you for the girls. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Talia. I know you guys are there. Darnell, who else is in there?
John's here.
Else. Oh, John! Dude,
Sorry,
you
it
look
was
like
late. I
he's-
fell asleep on the sofa.
I like the beer. I like the beer a lot, man.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you, John. All these people that are in the video, I texted them personally. I texted all of them personally. They know this. And the ones that are not there, I will text them again right now, right away. So I really appreciate you guys. I hope all of you guys are doing well. You know, I miss you guys. And that's pretty much it, you know.
Make sure you guys go to our group, our Facebook group.
Yeah.
If you're on Facebook, definitely get in there. If not, you know what, that's fine. But we have a Baltimore Martial Arts Academy Facebook group with lots of cool stuff in there. Yeah. Well, thanks everybody. Darnell, enjoy Florida.
Why is he in the dark? Why
Well,
is he in the
Darnell, are
dark?
you in a closet or something? Like,
Why
where?
are you in the dark? Like everybody else is sitting somewhere like in the kitchen. You in the dark, dude.
That's how my room is. I'm in my room right now. I like my room.
Yeah, I don't want to know. It's fine. I don't want to know. It's fine.
Hey, also, hey, look.
Eric.
Hey, Eric, what's up?
Hey, how's it going? I wish I was training.
Yeah, man. I know, man. Soon. Let's pray that everything, you know, gets better soon.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
I know you guys have been seeing my plugs in the Facebook group about the high intensity interval training. If you guys have a workout routine or if you're doing something to keep in shape, great. But if not, and you're just getting fat and lazy, you got to jump on board. I mean, all you got to do is show up. And if you show up and you do it, I promise you'll get in shape. I mean, you have no choice. Have to get in shape.
Very presidential. Yeah, very, very presidential.
You got no choice but to get in shape. So,
you know he likes Dragon Ball Z when he does this, Mr. Satan.
Dragon Ball Z, I love Dragon.
Yeah, he definitely likes Dragon Ball Z. All right, guys. Thank you, Professor. You want to say something? She probably is hungry, so I gotta go feed her, guys. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Guys, oh, by the way, Thursday, same time.
6 o'clock.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Oos.
Thanks, everybody.
Oos.